Hello everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel, My Project Ideas. Today we are going to make a Java project on cab booking system. Let us begin. Let us first see the requirements. You will be requiring a Java IDE and a swing module to create a good looking interface. Let us now understand the working of the source code. Here is my main method. I am passing an object of cab class. Okay, this is a GUI form. So to create one, you need to go over here in the project package, click on new, click on swing UI designer, and then click on GUI form. Name your class file as cab that you need to return over here. Okay, so the dot form file will be for making the interface and the dot java file for the code. Let's move to the UI section first. This is the JText field, this is the J label. Okay, these are the J labels, and this is a J panel over here which I have named it as this date of journey, and it is of border layout. Okay, I have added this for the date, and this over here is my J label. Okay, I have named it as fair. These three are buttons, J buttons. This is a text area. I have named it as cab details. This is my table over here. I have added this table under the J scroll pane, and I have provided the panel name as cab panel and provided some margins. Okay, you can design this over here, which panels have provided are here. Okay, so you can provide the font size and everything and the color for it. Okay, so after building the UI, you can go over here in the .java file. Your fields will automatically created after you set the names over here. Okay, and first you need to create an object of jframe class. Okay, and this is the jdate chooser for the calendar. Okay, so to have this available, you need to go over here in the project structure. As I am under the modules, as I am working with the mysql, and I want the calendar over here, j calendar. So you need to import the jar file for mysql and the j calendar. Okay, over here under this section add, and then click on apply, then click on ok. Your files will be added and this will be available. So what you need to do is add your name over here, the object of jframe, and under the constructor you need to add these lines of code, so that whenever you create an object of cab class, this forms appear. Okay, so this you need to add your panel name. This is the panel that I have named it over here. So uh, in the set content pane method, it accepts the parameter of j panel type. So you need to add over here, and this set visible is set to true. Okay, so that the panel appears over the screen and it's visible whenever you run the program. And this is the j label fair, which I have set to 0 initially. This over here is set to, this name is fair, and it's set to 0 initially. And this is my j panel, which I have shown you over here, of border layout. Don't forget to have a border layout. And I am adding my date, the calendar, j date chooser over here. Okay, so you will have the calendar over there. And let's add the functionalities of these buttons. So for adding it, you need to right click over here, then click on create listener. I have added the listeners for all the three buttons. Now let's move to the search button functionality. So what we want is we want to search what is present in the destination and source. Okay, if it's empty, I am passing an error or the dialog box which says please fill source and destination to search. Okay, if the user has entered something, then I am inserting a query, this query, and I am selecting all the data where the source and the destination matches. Okay, I have already have some data in the database, so accordingly it will search. And so build the connection first, and have the result in the result set, and then I'm checking if there is anything in the database. So if it matches and it provides some data, okay, so it will, what it will do, it will populate the data from the database into the J table, which is present over here. Okay, I am setting the model dot set model, and I am calling this method which I have created on my own. But instead of this method, what you can do, that you need to call the dbutils dot result set to table model method. It works in the same way, and pass your result set object over there. Okay, and catches then catch the exception if there is any, and pop the message accordingly. So if there is nothing into the table, okay, if the user enters a source which is not present into the database, okay, so it checks and results 0 over here. And so the message will pop up, no cabs available. Okay, this is all about the search button. Let's move to the book button. What it will do, that it will first pop the message, find your cab details attached, and then it will run this print pass. Okay, it will run this method which I have created. Okay, I'll show you the working. This is a mouse listener. So over here you can add the mouse listener from here. Going to the table name, then right click over here, click on create listener, and then click on mouse listener. So what we want is, wherever we click on the table, so any particular row or any so over there, suppose in this table, shape is there and color, okay, round red and square green. So if we click over here, it's the second row and the column is first. Okay, we need to extract this data square, and then we can populate it over here, either in the text fields or jtext area. Okay, so we can have this row index by calling this method get selected row, and it will be saved in this variable selected row. And I'm getting my model over here in this variable dm of type default table model, and then I am saving the details over here in this variable a of type integer. And I'm then calling dm.getValueAdd. I'm extracting the value and to the selected row, whichever the user selects. And under column 4, my column 4 is the value of the amount. Okay, so that will be extracted and then saved into this variable a. Then this you can see the label over here, fair. Then that label will be set to the value which we have extracted. Okay, and it's an integer, so first I am parsing it into a string. Let's now see the functionality of reset button. It only disposes the frame. This frame will get disposed first, and then a new object will be passed over here. New object will be generated, so everything got reset. So let's see the functionality of print pass, which I am passing over here in the book button. Okay, I'm doing the same thing which I was doing over here in the mouse listener. I am getting these two values first. Okay, and then I'm formatting the date. Okay, the date the user sees, and it the date is of the date will have all the data for the month and the year, which we don't want. Okay, so and the time too. So instead we will format it in this way. First call this method and then format it and pass your date over here. Okay, so I'm setting the text. Cab details is my area, jtext area. I'm setting the text. First I'm calling this, so that this data doesn't get removed. Okay, so first in first line it will we will have this data cap details, and in the second we will have this. And under this this is for the passing the control to the next line. So I'm setting the text under this over here, and I'm concatenating the names, okay, from the data fields, and the driver name which is in my table. So I will get the data from the table first, selected row, and in the zeroth column is my name. So we'll extract that and concatenate with the driver name. Similarly, the vehicle, the source and destination are provided by the user. So I'm extracting from the text fields. The date is also selected by the user. So, and the total amount, which is present over here in this, I'm getting this data from the listener, okay, mouse listener. So I'm extracting from there and concatenating it with this, the symbol of rupee, and then I'm passing this value. Okay, okay, this is it. Let's run it. Okay, suppose we enter these details and then click on search caps. Okay, we are getting the details. So the source is the same and source and destination are the same. So we are getting the details in the table. So on clicking it, mouse listener works, and we are getting the amount. So 1 2 3 4 5, the amount is in fifth column, but in this we are having this value 4. Okay, we are putting 4 value because it starts from the 0th index. Okay, so we are extracting this value under this first row and fifth column, okay, over here. And then we select the date, and then on selecting date we book the cab. So this pops up, okay, it's working, and this gets printed into the jtext area. So name of the driver, okay, the name you have entered, the source, the destination, the vehicle number, okay, the date you can see, and the amount. Okay, okay, it's working. This is it. I hope you understood the working of the code. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to our channel for more interesting project ideas.